I apologize for what I tried to do. I'm sorry for trying to send you a false invitation.
What?
So, I will send you a proper invitation again. I won't lie to you about the wedding location anymore. So, will you forgive me?
Wait, Maria. What on earth are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about.
I tried to lie to you about the location of our wedding, but Darren found out about it. He got angry and told me to apologize to you right away. That's why I'm apologizing to you.
You were trying to lie about the wedding location? Why?
Of course, because I don't want you to come to our wedding. I thought a false invitation was a great idea. But it really sucks that he found out right before sending it out.
Oh no. Did I do something to make you hate me? Not wanting me to come to the wedding. It makes me so sad to hear you say so.
I hate your very existence, Gabby. I hate stupid high school graduates like you. Since I graduated from a prestigious university and all my guests would be intelligent people, I can't have you come to my wedding.
What?
Unlike you, I'm highly talented. I graduated from a great university, and I have been successful at this age, being promoted at my company. To have a stupid high school graduate like you at my wedding? The mere thought of it makes me sick.
I can't believe you call me stupid just because I didn't go to college.
Darren graduated from the same university as me, so he is a perfect match for me. That's why I decided to marry him. But I never thought his own sister was a high school graduate. I'm really shocked.
I'm sorry I'm not bright like my brother. Unlike Darren, I've always loved sports more than studying. I thought I studied enough up to high school. I decided to work to continue playing sports.
There is no point in just playing sports. Only a handful of people can make a living playing sports. I don't understand why you threw away your education for sports. I will never understand. That's what makes you stupid.
Huh?
I made a false invitation to somehow get you to skip the wedding. But I didn't expect Darren to find out at the last minute. It really sucks. I was so close to fulfilling my plan.
Maria? You contacted me to apologize, right? You reflected on what you did when Darren got mad at you, correct? I don't feel like I'm being apologized at all.
Shut up! I apologized to you at the very beginning. Besides, the false invitation hasn't arrived yet, so it's not much of a problem. So let's dismiss the matter. Don't bring it up again or get mad at me anymore, okay?
Well
then, I have to get going. Please tell Darren that I apologized. I'll send you a real invitation this time.
Did Maria contact you? Did she apologize to you?
Well, technically she did apologize, but I wouldn't want to admit that as an apology.
What happened?
She had a defiant attitude. Although you found out, I didn't receive it, so she thinks it's not a problem.
I'm so sorry. I warned her firmly, but I didn't realize she still wasn't wholeheartedly sorry.
It seems she really hates me. I had a feeling she disliked me, but I never thought the reason was because I was a high school graduate.
Maria struggled to get into university. She failed once and spent some time at a lower ranked school before getting in. That's why she takes extreme pride in graduating from our university. But on the contrary, she tends to make fun of those who she thinks have a less impressive educational background.
She called me stupid.
Really? I'm really sorry, sis. I won't let her say such horrible things to you again. Next time she makes fun of you, I'll tell her I'll break up with her. She should be sorry if I say that much.
Do you really mean to break up with her if that happens? I'm fine, so you don't have to be that harsh.
But I'm not fine with it. Hurting my family over a mere academic background. I've been telling her for a while that she needs to change her values, but she won't listen to me. It's for Maria's sake too.
Oh, so you're saying it harshly for Maria's sake. You're so kind, Darren.
I want her to change thoughts about some things, but at the same time, there are a lot of things about her that I love. Anyways, I'll send you a proper invitation next time. You'll definitely come to the wedding, won't you?
Of course. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Maria. For some reason, nobody is at the wedding venue. Even the staff says there are no weddings scheduled today. Can you tell me what's going on?
What? Gabby, have you mistaken the location? All other guests are already here.
What? But the invitation clearly states that the wedding will be held here.
Did it happen to have a different wedding venue written on it? Oh no! I was so careless. I thought I sent a real invitation, but I guess that also turned out to be a false one.
What?
I really am a careless person. I'm so sorry, Gabby.
Hey, Maria. I hate to say this, but it was intentional, wasn't it? Saying you send the real invitation, you ended up sending a false one. It was definitely on purpose.
Ha ha ha. I'm a genius for coming up with this plan. I didn't expect it to go so smoothly.
What?
That time, when I apologized to you, I intentionally had Darren find out about it. I made him realize that I was preparing a false invitation. Then, I would send another invitation saying, "This is the real invitation." No one would think that the second one was a fake too. A double lie that took you by surprise. I'm really a trickster, aren't I?
Why would you create such an elaborate lie? I can't believe you intentionally made Darren find out and got him to scold you. I don't know what on earth you are trying to do.
It's to make sure you're absent 100%. And it's the only way I can avoid Darren's anger, even with having you skip our wedding.
Huh?
By being exposed once, you nor he wouldn't expect that a false invitation was sent again. So, I figured you'd head to the false location without doubt. And all I have to do is apologize to Darren with tears in my eyes. I'll tell him I was so scared of his rage at that moment that I panicked and made a mistake again. And that there was no way I would intentionally send a fake one again, making him so mad.
What's with that plan?
It's a very smart plan. It's a great plan to get rid of you for sure, and make him feel guilty too. I won't be blamed a bit.
You didn't want me to come that badly. I admire your dedication.
I told you, I hate stupid people. Even if you hurry now, you won't make it to our wedding. It's your brother's big day and you're late? This is why I hate stupid high school graduates with no common sense.
My brother doesn't have a fiancé anymore.
Huh?
Now's the only time you can act so triumphant. You are no longer my brother Darren's fiancé. It's a pity, since you were so close to the once-in-a-lifetime big day. Never would you have thought that you would be pulled down from the position of bride a few minutes before the wedding starts.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about? I'm his fiancé, and I'm the bride who's about to get married. Stop saying crazy things all of a sudden.
Don't you remember what Darren told you? I know that Darren scolded you severely when you made that false invitation card. Didn't he tell you that he would break up with you if you did the same thing again?
What?
That means today's wedding is canceled right now. Since you're going to break up with him, you won't even be his fiancé anymore.
What are you talking about? The wedding is really going to start in a few minutes, and there's no way I'm canceling it now. Besides, Darren won't notice my plan.
No matter what he says, I'll just say I made a mistake. There's a difference between a careless mistake and an intentional lie. I'm not so sure about that. Well then, I'm going home. I hope the wedding goes well.
Gabby, what should I do? The wedding has really been cancelled. Darren is way angrier than I expected. He said, I'm breaking up with you as I declared. I'm explaining to him that it wasn't on purpose, just a careless mistake, but he doesn't believe me at all.
I'm sure he doesn't, because I showed him all the texts you sent me.
What?
I took a screenshot of them and showed him everything. No matter how hard you try to convince him, he'll know that you did it on purpose once he sees that conversation.
That can't be. No way. That's unfair.
Why is it unfair? I don't want to be seen as the insane sister who was absent at her brother's big day. It's only natural for me to take measures to prove my innocence.
Well, that's...
Or did it never occur to your brilliant mind, who has graduated from a prestigious university, that your text could be used as evidence? If so, you really are careless.
Huh?
And don't you dare make fun of my brother. Did you really think he wouldn't notice your nasty scheme? Did you think that he would laugh and forgive you if it was just an unintentional mistake? I'm sorry, but my brother also graduated from the same university as you. He's not like those stupid guys around you.
Well?
He is smart, kind, and very caring. Unlike you, he never boasts of his educational background. He would say, I'm only good at studies, so I admire my sister who is good at sports. And he looked up to me ever since we were little. He is a smart guy who knows that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. You've offended my brother, and now you're finished.
Oh no.
My brother is pretty stubborn. Once he calls it off, his decision won't be overturned. So, I won't be seeing you anymore, fiancé or not. Okay then, take care.
No. I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna let this be the end of us just because of this. I'm going to make sure we get married today. What shall I do, Gabby? It was no good. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he wouldn't budge. He said the wedding is cancelled and he's breaking up with me. We were supposed to register our marriage today, but he cancelled the marriage license application.
So, the marriage is officially off the table, and your engagement to Darren has ended. I'm so happy.
Huh? How can you be so happy about such a sad thing? Darren and I will no longer get married.
That's why I'm happy. I can't get along with a sister-in-law who calls me stupid for being a high school graduate. That's why I'm so happy that your engagement is called off.
You don't have to be so mean. Well, I'm sorry I made fun of you, but... I am sorry a little bit, but... He may never get such a smart wife like me again, you know?
Don't worry. You're not a smart wife after all.
Excuse me?
I think it's great that you got into that university, but I've learned that educational background doesn't equate to intelligence or common sense. Maria, you have knowledge, but that's all. Knowledge alone doesn't make you smart. I don't need a stupid, heartless sister-in-law who has a narrow value and couldn't see her action to lead to this. So, there's no problem breaking off the engagement.
Hey, what's with that attitude? You're making fun of me. Even though you didn't have the brains to get into university.
You're not even my brother's fiancé anymore, so I don't care what you say.
What?
And yet, you made fun of me again. If you're not going to be my family, I don't have to hold back anymore either. If you keep making fun of me, I'll fight back. You mad woman! a woman with nothing but a title. Graduating from a prestigious university is just a past glory. Don't cling to your past forever.
You annoy me.
Then don't contact me again. Well then, take care.
No, wait. You can't do that. I'm not annoyed. So don't be mad. Just give me a minute. Please, help me convince Darren.
What? Don't tell me you haven't given up on Darren yet.
There's no way I can give up on him that soon. Darren is the only one for me. He's the only one who accepted me.
What?
Darren was the only one who supported me in going to that university. I've always been bad at everything. I'm not good at sports, and all I had was studying. I set my sights on that university to make everyone else look up to me. I studied from morning till night and sacrificed everything.
By the way, did you meet Darren at the campus open house?
Yes, Darren was so kind. He encouraged me even when I didn't get good marks. When I failed and went to a low-rank college, he supported me to continue to study for my dreams. When I finally got good enough scores and was accepted, he said, "I've been waiting for you."
Darren is such an amazing guy. Anyone would fall in love with a guy like him.
I went out with him right after I went to university, and I tried my best to become a girl worthy of him. I continued to study hard. Then, people around us started praising us as a clever couple. I can't imagine life without Darren.
Then why did you make fun of my sister like that? If you love me, then you should treat my family well too.
What? Is that you, Darren?
If you truly cared about me that much, how can you make fun of my sister like that? You made fun of her for being a high school graduate, calling her stupid and so on.
Well, it's just that when I was in high school, my classmates laughed at me when I told them I was aiming for a famous university. Those classmates were all planning to get a job after graduation, not interested in college. Since then, I have had a very negative impression of high school graduates.
So, you think it's okay to make fun of my sister? You think it's appropriate to look down on all high school graduates?
Well, that's...
I liked how you work hard to achieve your goals, Maria. Even though you failed once, you didn't give up and continued to study hard and got into the university you dreamed of. I was happy like it was my own success. But after entering university, you changed in many ways. You started judging people just based on their academic backgrounds. No matter how many times I warned you, you wouldn't stop. I don't want to see you like that anymore.
I won't do that anymore. I'll change my mind and attitude. I won't judge people by their academic background. I will be a better person. So please, start over with me.
I'm sorry, I can't. I was so disgusted by the text you sent my sister that I can no longer be with you.
Darren?
If you care so much about academic background, find a man from Harvard. I don't think our university is that great anyway. Well then, take care. Be happy with someone smarter and more well-educated than me.
Maria's parents were furious at her and said, "I've never heard of a wedding ceremony being cancelled on the day of the wedding. And what have you done to Darren's sister? You may be good at your studies, but you're an awful person." Then, she was kicked out of her parents' house. The wedding cancellation and engagement call-off spread throughout her workplace, so now Maria can't hold her head high anymore. It seems that Maria was judging people based on their academic backgrounds at work as well. They laugh behind her back and say, "It doesn't mean they have common sense. even if they go to a well-known university. I sympathize with her in many ways, but she deserves it all. I hope this will make her reflect on her actions and change her values. By the way, my brother Darren says, people think graduates of famous universities are all smart and always good at their job, which is always a pressure. Plus, I lost my fiancé. I didn't think my academic background would have negative effects. He laughs jokingly.
I just got home. Are you still at work, Justin?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be here for a while. You can have dinner without me.
Okay. You really are busy nowadays, huh? It's been almost a week since we last had a meal together, right?
Yeah, probably. I'm sorry I leave all the chores to you. We're both working, so I know I should be helping out around the house more.
Don't worry. It's not your fault if it's work. But we haven't been on a date these past couple of months. I've been feeling really lonely.
I'm sorry. I know it's been hard on you.
Are you going to be okay? It's almost New Year. Are you going to be even busier?
That's possible.
What? You're going to be even busier than you are now? We're still newlyweds.
It's been a year since we got married, so I don't think we're technically newlyweds anymore.
We're still newlyweds compared to the other married couples we know. Oh, yeah, there were apples in our mailbox.
Apples? Why?
Your childhood friend, Elizabeth, sent them. She got a bunch sent from her parents' house, so she told us to have some.
Oh, so it was Liz. Her parents have that orchard, don't they?
Make sure you message her and let her know I said thank you. I haven't been able to go shopping this week, so I'm glad she gave us some. Elizabeth must be busy with work too. She really is a sweet woman.
Really? I think she just forced her leftover apples on us. Besides, Liz is a stay-at-home wife now, so she's probably always bored.
Gosh, don't say that. She's too good of a friend to you, Justin.
Yeah?
I mean, she's pretty and smart. She was working with her husband abroad until just last year, right? I admire how she can speak French.
She's just a regular girl. We used to mess around the neighborhood together.
When you were kids, yeah. But weren't you happy that you guys reunited after becoming adults?
Not really, but I didn't expect her to move near our house. I thought she'd move closer to the city. We're both married now, but we became neighbors once again.
It was fate. Oh, speaking of suburbs, what are we going to do about visiting our families for New Year's? It's not an easy trip, but we should at least go home once a year, right?
Go home? As in my parents' house?
Yeah, my parents' house is close by, so I don't think we need to go there for the holidays. I'm okay with going over to your parents for the holiday season, Justin.
I don't think we need to go together.
What? You're planning not to go home this year?
I think I'll just go back alone for the holidays.
Why? Are we going to spend the holiday season separately?
I mean, my hometown has nothing fun or attractive. So even if you come with me, Clary, it'll just be boring for you. Plus, you won't feel completely comfortable at your in-laws' house, right?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know how I feel about not showing up at all.
We both work, so I think it'll be better to relax during the holidays. It might be normal in our society for wives to go to their husbands' hometowns, but I don't want you to feel like you need to, Clary. Plus, if you come to my hometown, it's not like you can leave right away. We'll have to stay overnight for sure.
But I haven't seen your mom since the wedding, and I have a feeling she doesn't like me much.
What? Really?
When we met for the wedding, she said that she never would have thought you'd get married to a woman like me. You don't remember her saying that?
No, I don't remember. Was I there?
You were. That made me feel a bit awkward. That's why I'm hoping to meet her and get a little closer to her.
You don't need to worry about it that much. It wasn't our fault that we couldn't travel or move during the pandemic.
That's why I wanted to visit them this year. I won't go if you're saying that I'll be a bother.
My mom probably forgot that she even said that. Besides, you're my wife already. It shouldn't matter whether my mom likes you or not.
But I'd like to be on good terms with her as much as possible.
Clary, you're so polite. I got it. I'll ask her about it.
Yes, please. Okay, have fun at work.
I will. Thanks.
Justin, how was your trip? Are you back at the hotel already?
I'm at the hotel now. I was gonna eat and take a relaxing bath soon.
I see. Must have been hard finding out about your trip last minute.
Honestly, my boss really knows how to get the absolute most out of us. I thought I was finally going to be able to relax this weekend.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Are you feeling okay, Clary?
Yeah, I am. By the way, your father gave me a call.
Huh? My dad? What did he say?
You know how it was your dad's birthday? I sent him a gift. He was calling back to thank me.
Oh, okay.
What do you think we talked about?
Oh, I don't know. You and my dad don't have a lot in common. That's why I was surprised.
Honestly, I was surprised too. It was the first time he's ever called me.
I bet. Sorry he surprised you.
But I was happy that he called. We ended up choosing to spend our holiday separately, so I won't have a chance to see him this year.
Did you want to come to my hometown with me?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. My mom said she only wanted to spend the holidays with the family.
So basically, she doesn't consider me as a part of her family?
What? Not at all. Look, I'm sure she'll come around once we all start to see each other more.
Your dad told me that I should come over though.
My dad isn't good at reading my mother, so I wouldn't mind what he said. He just says whatever pops into his head. Besides, in our family, our mom's opinion matters the most.
I see. Okay then.
Nothing strange happened, right?
Not particularly. Just going back and forth between work and home.
I see. Great job at work, Clary. I'm gonna have my dinner soon. I'll message you later.
Clary, how have you been? Oh, Laura, good evening. It's been a while. Have you been well? How can you act so carefree? Huh? What are you doing right now? Where are you right now? I'm at work right now. I'm in awe. You're a terrible person. You can't even show up for your father-in-law's funeral. I'm going to think about making my son divorce you. What? Your husband passed away? Justin never told me anything about it. Stop lying. My son says that he told you. Even if you've only met a couple of times, what kind of daughter-in-law doesn't show up for her husband's father's funeral? How is my husband going to rest in peace like this? Laura, your husband is with me right now. What? Didn't you say you were at work? Why would my husband be at your workplace? Gosh, you're terrible at lying. I'm telling the truth. We had plans to meet today, but it seems like he got a little early, so he's waiting for me in the lounge right now. Your husband isn't with you, is he? He's not here. He passed away. Please, hold on a second. I'll have your husband look at these text messages. Huh? Is my husband really with you? Yes. You're lying, aren't you? Are you trying to trick me? You have no connection with my husband. We do, though. I'm his son's wife. Your husband told me about the plan you and Justin made. The plan? I don't know what you're talking about. It's too late to act clueless. Oh, he said that he's going to call your phone now. Your phone's ringing, isn't it? Laura, why aren't you picking up? Come on, we don't have all day. I still have things I want to talk to you about. Justin, I have the divorce papers. Can you hurry and come home? Your dad is waiting for you too.
Clary, I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
A lot of things. About everything.
The fact that you were cheating on me with Elizabeth? Or the fact that you were trying to get a divorce from me so you can get married to her? Or the fact that you asked your mother to help you get that divorce?
All of that. I couldn't bring up the divorce myself. I talked to my mom about it, and she said that she would support me getting remarried to Liz. She said that she would help.
It was an appalling performance. She pretended her husband was dead so she can make me the bad guy. What the hell did you think would happen?
I didn't want to hurt you, Clary.
I'm already hurt. If your dad didn't tell me that you two were making a weird plan last month, I would have been forced to divorce you without understanding what was going on at all.
You knew about it that long?
Your dad told me about it when he called about the birthday present I sent him. He told me that your mom had a crazy phone call with you. I couldn't believe it at first. I didn't want to believe that you were cheating on me, Justin. That's why I had detectives to do the investigating for me. And when I found out the truth, it was honestly so hard on me.
I'm sorry. If it was going to end up like this, I should have told you in the first place.
And only to find out the girl you were cheating with was Elizabeth. You started cheating right after you reunited with her, didn't you? You were both tricking me this entire time. You were on trips together. When you said you were on a work trip, weren't you? You were also at her house often since her husband is always away with work.
I'm the one to blame for everything. I should have told you earlier, but I couldn't bring it up when I saw how happy you were in our marriage.
Then can you divorce me as soon as possible and pay the alimony with compensation for adultery? I want to cut off all ties with you immediately.
I understand. I'm heading home right now. I'll fulfill my responsibilities. I'm gonna be with Liz after I settle everything.
Do you really have to tell me about Elizabeth right now? What's wrong with you?
I actually loved you so much, Clary. That's why I thought I should be honest with you.
I don't care what you do after we break things off. Besides, you won't be able to get remarried in the first place.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna get married to Liz.
I told Elizabeth's husband about you guys.
So what? I'm planning to pay the compensation fees for cheating, so he shouldn't fight us about it. The person who's going to be by my side from now on is Liz.
Elizabeth is asking her husband to start over. Did you know that?
What?
That's how I know she doesn't plan on getting married to you.
There's no way. Liz told me that our life would be so much fun when we got married.
Have you talked to Elizabeth today?
No. It's only 8 a.m. And if Liz is getting a divorce, she should be busy too.
That's weird. I heard this from Elizabeth's husband last night, but he said that Elizabeth was crying to him about how she doesn't want a divorce.
Are you trying to sabotage us because I'm getting a divorce from you? There's no point in lying like that. No matter what happens, Liz and I are going to end up together. That's why I'm leaving you.
Then why don't you try calling Elizabeth right now?
I can't reach her. It doesn't ring when I call her. How? Did you do something?
I didn't do anything. Elizabeth probably blocked you so that she can cut off her relationship with you.
This is a joke. Why would Liz betray me?
That's unfortunate. Seemed like you were serious about your relationship. But Elizabeth wasn't on the same page. Okay, come home quickly. I'll go submit these divorce papers once I get your signature.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. This just hurts. This is hard.
I'm hurting more than you.
You knew about the cheating since last month. I just found out Liz doesn't plan on getting remarried to me. I haven't got a hold of my emotions yet. Why don't you understand?
I don't even want to try and understand your feelings. I'm the one who was hurt. Cut it out.
I'm sorry, Clary. I understand. Let's think about the divorce one more time.
Excuse me?
I can't. My brain is a mess. I'm starting to regret the fact that I cheated on you with Liz.
That's crazy. You were just saying you were going to get remarried like 5 minutes ago. The moment Liz throws you away, you're going to crawl back to me? How stupid do you think I am?
It's not like that. I really loved you. That's why I couldn't tell you about the divorce and why I asked my mom to help me. You were in shock when you found out about the cheating too, weren't you? Then can't you reconsider starting things over between us?
I was in shock when I found out that you were cheating. But you couldn't even be honest with me. In the end, you relied on your mother and tried to throw me out of your life. I can't just forget that. Go ahead. Live your own life however you want.
Clary, I'm honestly so sorry. Next time, I'll only focus on you.
I can't believe anything that comes out of your mouth. You didn't want me to go to your parents' house because you were thinking about divorcing me, right? I don't want to spend another second with a man that thinks of me like that. I'm going to be with Liz no matter what happens. You're the one who said that. I'm not going to be by your side anymore. My husband came home crying and begged me not to divorce him. But thanks to his father being there, I was able to get him to sign the divorce papers and compensation documents. In addition, my father-in-law was completely done with his wife and son's evil plan. He went home to his parents' house and divorced his wife as well. My mother-in-law had nowhere to go and ended up living in my ex-husband's house. But Laura blamed the divorce on Justin, while Justin blamed his divorce on Laura. They were both living frustrated with one another. They used to be so close, and Laura even cooperated with my ex-husband's affair. But in the end, they're both people who can only think about themselves. As for Elizabeth, she started over with her husband. But it wasn't like her husband forgave her. He was pretending like she didn't exist. He told me that Elizabeth doesn't know this, but he's just using her as his mate until someone better shows up in his life. As for me, I moved out right after the divorce was finalized. I'm finally living the peaceful life I needed. If I'm being honest, my life after finding out about my ex-husband cheating on me was complete hell. I don't know how I can possibly express my gratitude for my father-in-law, who supported me through all of that. I'm not his daughter-in-law anymore, but we've become close enough to send texts once in a while. As long as he'll have me in his life, I want to treasure his company. Also, I want to forget about my ex-husband and his mother as soon as possible. So I'm going to create new wonderful memories from now on to cover the old ones up.